Welcome back, YouTube fam. This is Nick with Trucking with Nick. Today is March 18th, 2025. It is currently 8:05 p.m. Central Time. So the last vlog left off with me getting to my to Love's and stopping there for the night. I got up this morning about 8:30. Made some sausage, cheese, and egg sandwich without no bread or tortilla this time. Just sausage, cheese, egg, cheese, sausage. And then we went and we washed the windshield. We got us a drink. Went to the bathroom and took off. We drove a total of, let's see here, 561 miles. It took us about 10 hours and 15 minutes. Altogether, 11 hours and 25 minutes. With pre-trip, stopping and getting fuel. And sitting at the gate. But yeah, it wasn't too bad of a day. We made it all the way down to Laredo Terminal, the Warner Laredo Terminal. We were about 10 miles away from our delivery here in Laredo. We had to stop here first anyway to get the trailer inspected before we dropped it off at the broker, before it goes into Mexico. So we got it inspected and everything when we got here. We did stop at Love's in Seguin on the way here to get fuel. We filled up the tanks, all three of them, DEF, fuel, and the reefer, only because I knew there was no weigh stations between there and Laredo for us to get stopped at. And we were down to almost an eighth of a tank of fuel. And we were just under a half tank of DEF and about three-quarters of a tank on the reefer. But we filled it all up. We got it all taken care of. And yeah, we made it down here. Pretty uneventful day. We had the normal Houston traffic. I-10 westbound was completely closed, so we had to take a 610 around Houston. Then we got back on to 10 and took that to 410 and San Antonio and took that around San Antonio. But just from Houston all the way through San Antonio is pretty much just traffic. So it wasn't like stop and go traffic, except for a bit getting on 410 off of 10. And then getting on 610 off of 10. That was just the normal exit traffic. Stop and go, stop and go. So we made it here fairly quickly. Wish it hadn't taken as long, but it is what it is. We did get pre-assigned a load today. It is coming out of the terminal here in Laredo and going to Kennesaw, Georgia. Pick it up anywhere from tonight at 001 till, or actually it'd technically be tomorrow morning at 0001 and the 20th at 1500. Let me make sure I have my days right. Is it this? Yeah. Okay, yeah, it is the 18th today. So pretty much we can pick it up anytime tomorrow on to Thursday by 3. We're gonna drop this load in the morning. Got our appointments at like 8, between 8 and 9. We gotta get it inspected at the broker, and then drop it at the broker. Bring back all the BOLs signed, copy the BOL signed, and the inspection report from the broker back here to the terminal. and turn it in at the terminal dispatch office. From there, we'll pick up our papers for this pre-assigned, and I'm hoping to leave here by 12, no later than 1. But we do have to also go up to safety and take the tablet up there and get it replaced or fixed or whatnot after we get back from the broker. Because they don't come in until between 7 and 8, and we gotta be out of here by then. So we'll get that done. Yeah, other than that, we'll head out tomorrow, hopefully by 1 o'clock. That's the goal. And my other goal is to try to get there by the 21st at like noon or so. 1 o'clock. It's supposedly 1,115 miles. It's not technically due there until the 22nd by 12, according to this. I have no idea what it is. I haven't looked to see what's around that area either. It might be another rubber load for another Michelin plant, or it could be, who knows. Could be just about anything these days. Other than that, yeah, I'm gonna make some food. Oh, something I did want to talk about. The idiocracy of just everyone merging on to the highway. I know Country's mentioned it. I mentioned it in a previous vlog. But, like, everyone's idiocracy in it is just outrageous. Like, I had a car come down 35 after San Antonio. I'm sitting there going 68. And I couldn't get over right away because there's a car at the front of my truck, and this car would not. Actually, there's been a few today, but they just wouldn't slow down or speed up. And I couldn't speed up because I was at governed, and if I were to slow down, I already let like a couple in each time in front of me. But this one in San Antonio, he was on his phone. And that's probably part of the idiocracy too. Everyone in their dang phones, always on their phones, always doing something on their phones while they're driving and whatnot, which isn't the proper time. But he was on his phone, I'm probably not paying attention, and literally matched my speed coming on the on-ramp, and he was right under the trailer. So at the very last second that I possibly could, I got over, and he's coming over as I'm going over. Like, if I hadn't been paying attention to him, he could have been underneath the trailer. Straight up underneath the trailer. And, I mean, I'm sure they probably would have blamed it on me because I'm the trucker. I got the big vehicle. They would have been like, well, why didn't you slow down? Well, because there was 18 miles of traffic behind me. But it's one of those things. Like, learn how to merge. Either speed up or slow down. We can't always get over. We can't always speed up. We can't always slow down. If you're in four wheels, just, you know, you have a lot easier time to do it. Other than that, yep, I'm gonna make some food. I don't know what yet. Got a bunch of stuff back there, a bunch of soups and noodles and other stuff. But yeah, maybe if we don't leave tomorrow, I don't know. If the drop-off's not until 12 on the 22nd, maybe we'll leave late tomorrow so we don't hit traffic and drive up to Iowa, Louisiana tomorrow night into the morning. That way we don't have to deal with traffic in San Antonio or Houston. If we leave tomorrow at like 8. Try to get to Iowa, Louisiana. Which reminds me, another reminder. My bad, in-laws. In-laws in Iowa, Louisiana. Last night I called it cousins. In-laws in Iowa, Louisiana. Right next to the Pilot. Across the street from the Loves. That is where Country and KO is always talking about. Stopping and stuff. If I can make it to Iowa tomorrow, or even Thursday. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Yeah, so it would technically Thursday if I left late. I may try to get some in-laws. I've never had it, so I'm gonna try it, and see how that goes. And then hopefully, with a new tablet and them able to track us better, we'll get some pre-signs faster. Try to get that big money, those big miles. I think I'm gonna also try for a goal of at least 500 miles a day. I haven't really been doing that. It's been I've been just basing it off of time instead of miles. So I want to try to start basing off of miles. Like yesterday, we only did 284 miles. Before we stopped. That doesn't make any sense. 284 miles and we were off duty the rest of the time. Nah, because yesterday was when we had the issue with running out of time. Something's not right there. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I may have to call hours of service or logs. Cause we definitely drove further than that, I believe. Oh, that's weird. Okay. And then the day before, I mean, we did 508, 281. See that 281 because it was 8 hours. 523, 498. I guess we're averaging about 400 miles since I got back from home time. 413, 313, 400, 498, 523, 281. 508, nothing, 284, which is a mistake, and 561. So yeah, I guess we're doing 500 miles a day. I don't know. Feel like I'm not driving that much. Feel like I can do more. Feel like my checks aren't reaching that either. Like 7 times 5 is 30. It should be like 3,500 miles a week. Maybe they are. I don't know. Guess I'm gonna start paying a little more attention to it. But anyway, yeah. Short video today. So much driving. Felt like it was a lot of driving. It really wasn't. Yeah. So we're gonna call it quits. I might go into the terminal and take a shower. I don't know. They're still under construction, so we'll see. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Excuse me. Probably tomorrow morning. Probably after pre-trip or before pre-trip, and then yeah, probably again after the broker, or after I get the BOL for this next load and the tablet, get you guys updated, and then let you guys know what's going on, and we'll go from there. All right. Other than that, enjoy the rest of the day. Peace.